here, Jake the NBA fan, here today. And today I'm going to be talking about my NBA playoffs predictions and the preseason. These obviously could change, but these are what I'm thinking is going to happen. So right now we're going to start with the West and work our way over to the East. Okay, so in the West I have the Golden State Warriors as the #1 seed and the Suns as the 8. I have the Warriors sweeping the Suns and going to the second round. I have in the 4th seed I have Minnesota, and in the 5th seed I have the Clippers. I feel like this will be a close match. I think it'll go into 7 games, but I think the Clippers will pull out, make it into the second round, only because they have playoff experience and the Timberwolves don't. But I bet in a few years this will be completely different. At the #2 seed I have San Antonio, and at the 7th seed I have the Jazz. I think this will go 4-1. I think the Jazz will take a game, but I don't think they'll be able to beat the Spurs, because Spurs, they always end up doing good. They're always under the radar. At the 3 seed I have Portland. They added a lot of additions this year with the addition of Evan Turner. They have C.J. McCollum, Damian Lillard, and I just feel like with Evan Turner coming off the bench, C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard, they'll step up, and they're going to be playing the #6 seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. I feel like Westbrook's going to step up this year, because Kevin Durant's gone now, so he's going to have the ball a lot more in his hands, and I just feel like he's going to put up MVP type caliber numbers, but I don't know if he's going to win the MVP award. The Warriors will play the Clippers. I feel like the Warriors will win 4-1. Clippers will probably end up taking the game. And San Antonio versus Portland. I think Portland will take 2 games, but Portland will give San Antonio a run for their money, but I think San Antonio will pull it off in 6. So I have the Warriors versus San Antonio in the Western Conference Finals. I think the Warriors will win in 7. I think the Spurs will have lockdown defense, but I just feel like you just can't stop that team. The West just can't stop it. So over in the East, I have the Cavs as the #1 seed and the Philly as the #8 seed. I'm guessing the Cavs are just going to sweep Philly. I'm just thinking the Sixers will just get into that last seed spot. So the #4 seed, I have the Pacers. So the Pacers, they added Jeff Teague, they have George Hill, Paul George, and they just have a really nice lineup in general. I think they're going to do really good this year. They've added a lot of additions, and they're going to be playing Chicago. I think this is going to go into a 7-game series, but I feel like Chicago will pull out only because they have playoff experience and championship experience in Wade and Rondo. But and I also have Toronto as the #2 seed, and they're going to be taking on Charlotte in the #7 seed. I think this will be a 6-game series, and Charlotte will definitely give them a run for their money, but I think Toronto will advance to the second round. Now, I have the Celtics as #3, the Knicks as #6. I think that the Celtics will win in 6, only because the Knicks, they have Melo now and Rose and Porzingis. I just feel like the Celtics, with the addition of Horford, Isaiah and Horford are going to step up, and they're going to be able to go deep in the playoffs. So I have the Cavs and the Chicago playing each other. I feel like the Cavs are going to win in 5. Chicago, they've added a lot of people, but they just can't keep up with LeBron. LeBron he goes off in the playoffs. I also have Toronto playing Boston in the second round. I feel like this will be a 7-game series, but I feel like Boston will step up and take the W and go into the conference finals. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, I feel like Boston it'll definitely be a 6-game series, but I also feel like this will be a 7-game series. But I think either way, the Cavs are going to win. So I think so now we're in the finals. I feel like the finals it's going to be really interesting. I feel like the Warriors, they're going to win games 1, 2, and 3, but they're going to choke 4, 5, 6, and 7. He let the Cavs go back-to-back this year. Only because I just feel like, Curry chokes in the playoffs. KD, he's probably going to end up choking, and you just can't rely on Clay and Draymond to do all that load. They're not, they just can't do that. So I feel like the Cavs will win the finals this year, but it'll just definitely be an interesting Game 7 if it goes to that. And the Finals MVP, I think, is going to be Kyrie Irving. And I think the biggest upset in the playoffs going in would be the finals. So this has been the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. These are just my predictions on the finals. All right, like on just the playoffs. I mean, these could change. I mean, who knows? I mean, the Lakers could be good this year, but this is just what I think. And peace out, guys.